Hey guys, Lover Freeman here again today, and we'll be continuing our Hunan Clique game. So last episode we took out Nanjing, and Feng Tian also took out the Burger Ching. So we find ourselves in between Feng Tian and their Japanese overlords and the nationalist military government. So Zhang Zulin just spaghettied his peaceful unification conference. So we're going to try and clean up down here, hopefully, before we can swing to the north and guard the coasts against the inevitable Japanese nonsense that we're going to have to face. Of course, Japan, regardless of the timeline, always wants to do their war crimes in Manchuria, don't they? So we got some PP to spend. We can't get off that. Our manpower is looking a little bit low, so we might want to save up for a limited conscription. Defense, production cost. Man, these guys really want our shit to be fucking expensive. Maybe we'll get materials. I'm not building support equipment, though. It seems mostly pretty worthless. So we'll ignore that for now. So production, we are working on getting medium tanks. We got some civilian industry, so maybe we'll start pumping up some factories. Ourselves a full load there. We're doing a focus for another civvy. I think that's probably all we're gonna get from our natty focus tree. We might get some more after we're integrating. I don't think we got. I guess there's like one civvy over here. It's kind of annoying that Kaiserreich threw in the colored puppets because, we're kind of like difficult to tell what territory is yours versus what territories are not yours. That's a nice province for us in Hangzhou. 4 cities. We might want to start doing after this. Some of the focuses are going to give us the daily compliance gain. So we can start working on our cores. Yeah, we'll get these, get our blasty boys over to the front. Maybe send all the boys over there, actually. We'll try and clean up these guys. It looks like we have Sichuan and Shaanxi and the two Hunan and Guangzhou on the Federalist team. Versus only looks like Fengtian and Japan's kind of standing alone. We got Isekai protagonist Jiang Chu over here with his big artillery stats. Maybe get something done. Let's lock in bold attack. We'll get that. Help our generals hopefully get a little bit tougher. Try and get ourselves into the fight so we can grind some XP. Alright, so we got that. We'll go grab some of these guarantee individual liberties. Or basically like the American, or the Chinese Americans, I guess? I don't know. They're like liberty and freedom and shit. Hunanese military reforms. The first steps to reforming the military is underway with the creation of a centralized bureaucracy to coordinate logistics, supply, and payments. A commission to handle this project was established with trusted men supposedly handpicked by Zhao Hengti to take on this task with stride. This lays the foundation for future army reforms critical for bringing our forces to the modern era of war. So that was like our army reforms thing that we did. Be a bit more aggressive. Tsingtao. She grab next. We got a bonus for this stuff. Let's get our next industry tech. Then we can get up our conscription law. We recruit a lot more divisions, so maybe we want to start doing that. I think we have 8.5k rifles. It's actually quite a bit. So we're not over a river from that angle. Go for Kunming to get our planning. And we should be able to take that. Garage mounds with infantry feels bad. I gotta make sure they don't reinforce Kunming. I'm gonna get it. Let's go! Nice! Nice. We're Hunan, so we obviously want this clay. I don't think I want that other clay over there. The other factions can have that. Guess we can make our line holder guys orange. That is the color on the flag, right? The compliance boost. Another steal from the Swedes, keep our production lines running well. Might want to purchase some anti-air after a while. I mean, I guess we can do that after we do our factories. Ooh, so yeah, Chen Jiangming wants to nationalize their forces here. Hmm. I mean, like, I've got, like, a bigger army than Chen. I don't know, I kind of feel like we kind of agreed to this shit at the conference. I feel like, how's it going, William McGovern? I kind of feel like it would be kind of, like, against the character of federalism to, like, I guess do that, so I guess we'll become the autonomous governorate. Do some training to get our XP up. We go in Zigo. Kind of attritioning on our rifle situation. Maybe we need to get some more factories on rifles. Maybe we'll go 5 on medium tank. Put the rest into rifles. That's probably fine. Kaiserreich worth downloading? Kaiserreich is a lot like... Well, it used to be more like vanilla with like a more established narrative, but it's moved more towards, like, I guess you could say it's like a lot of the newer countries are in between TNO in terms of how much visual novels and mini games they have, and vanilla. Like, you still do have to fight usually like a total war or like an early war in Kaiserreich. It's not just sitting your ass reading events. So if that sounds appealing to you, then it's probably worth downloading. Washington fell. Which country? That's a difficult question. So if you want the overview for Kaiserreich, so Kaiserreich has, so your main factions are the Reichspakt, which is Germany's team, and that consists of Germany, their eastern puppets over here after they won the war, and you occasionally get some other pickups. And then they also have their colonials over here in the Pacific and Africa. But to be honest, like, you don't really pay a whole lot of attention to these fronts when you play Germany. Germany has a lot of mini games that you have to manage, and like decisions that you have to click, and events that you have to kind of navigate to choose your political path and clear their economic problems. So there's a lot of visual novel and mini game mechanics in Germany that can be a little bit taxing. You also have to go and send your volunteers out to various other conflicts to try and align people to your faction. So that's Germany's team. From Serbia. Serbia is probably not one of the easier countries. So that's Germany's team. The Internationale is like the communist team, and the core members are the Socialist Republic of Italy, France, and Britain. And they generally start the war, and their war is to retake Alsace-Lorraine, because of course it is, and liberate the world. Austria also usually joins Germany's team. So when that war kicks off, when the International now attacks the Reichspakt, you have the Russia's team over here, which is Russia and like usually a few other insignificant countries, and then they can backstab Germany. Or sometimes they'll do that first, and then France will backstab Germany. So you got that, and then the other team is the Entente, which is the remnants of the old order. So you have Canada, you have France living in their former colonies, and then you have Australia, one of the Indias, and whatnot. And then they're trying to retake the home isles and they're the mainland France for the most part. So the French government that's not communist and the British government that's not communist are essentially exiled in their colonies. Serbia, yeah. So Serbia is they've got this Belgrade Pact thing, and their whole stick is that they're going to align with Greece and Romania and try and take back lands that they lost in the war against Bulgaria. So that's usually not that hard to do as Serbia to beat Bulgaria. That's called, I think, the Fourth Balkan War. That's not that hard to do, but after that, when you want to do forming Yugoslavia or forming Greater Serbia, you have to go to war against the Austrians. And like I said, the Austrians are usually on Germany's team, so you have to fight against the Reichspakt. And depending on which way you go, you have the option to align with Russia. But that's the hard part when you play Serbia, is you have to, after you beat the Bulgarians, you then have to go to war against Germany and pals, who are a lot stronger than you are. You also have like the struggle for India. That can go communist. It can go the princely Fed can align with the Reichspakt or Japan or the Entente, or it can go with the Entente way if the Dominion wins. And then the Americans have a civil war, and that can go like you see. There's 4 teams here. So you have the Democratic team, the authoritarian military junta led by MacArthur, Communist America, and then you've got like the South is populist America. And they can all join a different faction depending on how that goes. Spain also has a civil war too. So there's a lot of pre-war conflicts that you want to win to align those countries to your faction. Yeah. It is. Well, I mean, they'll win eventually. Yeah, Serbia has newer content, so there's a lot of mini-game mechanics and events and narrative for Serbia. But you are going to have to win some early wars with Micro, and then your main war against Germany is probably, it's not super easy. They're like a regional power. Like once you form Yugoslavia, like if you look at Serbia's focus tree, I think they went democratic or whatnot, but I think they have, I wonder if this is here anymore. It's been a long time since I played Serbia. Yeah, so they can do the together against Austria. And then try and, do some shit with like either Yugoslavia or Greater Serbia, depending on which way you want to go. But you're going to be up against a much larger faction, so you have to be comfortable playing a team that's an underdog if you want to play Serbia. Serbia and friends are pretty favored in their initial war, but they're not in the subsequent war. And one of the problems you can have as a regional power as well too is that you're kind of relying on the AI performance. So if the German AI does really poorly and just dies to France and Russia super easy, it's not that much of a game, and you didn't really do that much. And on the other hand, like if Germany does super well and starts beating the shit out of Russia and France, and you're playing as Serbia, you're gonna have a really tough time unless you're quite skilled at the game. There's also a lot. There's a lot of content in Kaiserreich. You have initial wars in Argentina. You have a war between the Ottoman Empire and these guys over here in the Middle East. Like you can pretty much pick whatever region you want to play, and you're gonna have content. Except for South Africa and Middle Africa, there's like nothing really happens here except for like a really tiny war between Portugal and Middle Africa. Unless you get a unicorn like Syndicalist South Africa. We have our own Bill of Rights. Hunan's provincial constitution already confers a number of rights to its citizens, including habeas corpus, Article 6, the right to own private property, Article 7, the freedom of religion, Article 10, freedom of association, Article 12, and the right to bear arms, Article 13, and compulsory universal education, Article 21. These are major advancements to our cause, but we must work to reinforce these rights and add more, including a right to free speech, right to criticize the government, and freedom of the press. While all three are de facto rights under Zhao's administration, we cannot ensure others will follow the governor's precedent. As such, Governor Zhao met with many of the brightest minds in Hunan, gathering a collection of intellectuals and hosted a conference to give Hunan its own Bill of Rights, further codifying the current protections in the Constitution and reinforcing them with the new rights stated above. After a long debate among the different intellectuals, the conference has proved a resounding success, and Zhao has used his own personal clout and political acumen to push it through the assembly, allowing it to pass a vote in its pure form, and ensuring more rights for every citizen of our province, an important step for freedom. All right, we have resistance to occupation. We might want to get that. It does kind of suck to pull factories off of, but you know. I mostly just play like HOI4. Yeah, so that's a peace deal you get after you beat up Bulgaria. So you get Macedonia back, and then Romania gets this shit over here, and then Greece grabs this land along the coast. And looks like the Ottomans didn't backstab them, or maybe they did. I'm pretty sure Ottoman starts with that. I think it's Thrace that they take. I don't know. I don't remember. But if you want a hard time, you can try winning against Bulgaria in that initial war. The survival horror. Try and train some more divvies. Need those to guard coasts and stuff against the Japanese invasions. Maybe that's too many. We'll probably like unite China. Like our faction, we're on the Federalist team. I'm not the faction leader. We've got our faction leader is this guy down here, Chen. But we already control like a pretty big chunk of China. We got most of it except for East Turkestan and the Fengtian. So we'll get Federalist China. Looks like it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I hope. We'll probably want anti-air actually. So you don't want to do this and then Fengtian declares on us. You know they're going to be up to that. Tibet. I don't think we get claims. I don't think you usually take Tibet as United China. There's just like this. There's like the one province, a couple provinces here, but you don't have claims on Tibet. But in any case, I'm not the faction leader, so it'll depend on how the Guangzhou government goes. Unless we decide to have like a federalist civil war, which I don't even know if we can do anymore. No. No. So Hunan isn't really like the Guangzhou government down here is like the federalist unifier, so we're just playing as like an ally. Kind of burning through guns pretty fast. Might want to cut it out with the exercises. Start getting your spy, and we're going to want to get... this is important to get because you get compliance growth speed plus 25%. So like even though it's expensive, like you do usually want to get that if you have a country that needs to do the integration to core, you want to get that upgrade. Courage liberties. Consumer goods factories minus 10% is pretty good. Let's just keep on working towards that, I guess. Well, I mean, honestly, you need both. You need manpower and equipment, but it is it's usually easier to get more equipment than it is to get more manpower. Challenge Chen Jiangming's authority. Okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. I see we get this now. Okay. Ostensibly seeking the protection of the Chinese people, development of a native democracy, and the promulgation of a true free constitution, the Federalist movement has seen itself corrupted by autocrats and elites. Whilst we are no stranger to pragmatic deals, Chen Jiangming has taken it too far. Zhao Hengli cannot simply stand on the sidelines as the very essence of the movement withers away. Do we want to have Federalist Civil War? Huh. I feel like that would be bad because like we kind of need the team together to fight against Feng Tian. So like maybe the time to backstab Chen is after we've dealt with the Japanese dogs. Go to the industry company. I should have probably gotten an attaché. Yeah, there are storylines. Kaiserreich is significantly more narrative driven than vanilla. Sometimes I would say it's like a bit maybe too much of narrative driven that it kind of interferes with the gameplay. With like too many events and too many decisions that you have to go through. Particularly some of the newer tags. Vanilla. Yeah. We'll see what Feng Tian decides to do. So they're going to declare on us, and like we're getting to around the time when like I would expect them to start to get their shit together to push us. You got computing machine. Get the advanced computing machine even. Probably can't afford to go to the Tsingtao. I mean, I guess I can. No, I can't. What we'll do is we'll go like that, and then we'll put any new factories on the Tsingtao, and then we'll go. I'm on dispersed. I mean, we'll do that. We have retention. We got our 5 tanks or 5 factories on gun. Should probably go buy some support equipment maybe so I can put engineers in my tank division. Need. Oh, okay, we'll deal with that later. Of course, this is super painful. How many medium tanks do we have in inventory right now? Go like that for now, I suppose. I've not played Age of Civilization, no. Craziest thing that happens in Kaiserreich, I'd say there's kind of like a meme path where if you play as United Baltic Duchy, you can, if Germany loses, Or if Russia loses, I think in your Latvia or one of them, you can become the USSR or you can recreate the Third Reich. It's pretty tough to do. You can also get the Third Bulgarian Empire. That's kind of a mean path too. If you slap down in that first war, all of these guys and the Ottomans in 150 days, you can become Bulgarian Empire again. Previously, you used to be able to play as one of the guys in Mongolia, Ungern von Sternberg, and declare yourself Genghis Khan too, and recreate the Mongol Empire. But the developers said that was too silly. Ooh, Japan declared war on Fang Tian. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, we're not the faction leaders. It's not like we can stab Fang Tian in the back. I wonder if they're going to form the United Front. Maybe we want to go after the Federalists then. Challenge Chen Jiangming. Then we might have a bit of time to consolidate. I guess we'll go like that for now. I mean, it's kind of a weak tank division, but I need 300 tanks for that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's challenge Chen Jiangming's. Have divisions in their territory. Where? Oh, over here. Seeing an opportunity to break the shackles of the Hunanese oppression, the Guominjun decided to align with us in the effort to topple Chiang's... What? Okay. I think that's a little bit in reverse. Fang Zhuyang has sent a telegram formally placing the resources of the Guominjun under our control, though how much this will actually work out in practice remains to be seen. Warlords are fickle creatures, and no doubt they are wondering if we too will take a tyrannical turn. For now, however, we must focus on defeating the forces of the Hunan Clique. Our ranks are now swelling in number. Our chances have grown with it. However, it's unlikely that Zhao Hengti will go down without a fight, and the revolt continues. But we're Zhao Hengti. That's us. I don't know, like, I don't even know if, like, Chen Jiangming is, like, supposed to even be corrupt or anything like that. But, I mean, like, all of his guys are on the border of Fang Tian, so I guess this is pretty hilarious, so we can do this. So I'll have to deal with the Szechuanese, but I'm hoping to blitz these guys down fast enough. It's kind of crazy that you can just go and attack those guys like that without that much notice. promote one of these guys. In face of foreign threats, various policymakers, patriots, intellectuals have proposed the warring Chinese factions come together into one Chinese united front in the name of the common national security. We as a Chinese state have been included in such discussions, and there are many within the People's Renewal Society that position Zhao Hangti to move towards this alliance. Though it cannot possibly last forever, it is the patriotic duty of all the Chinese to defend the nation against enemy aggression. I mean, okay, I suppose. Shit, we got overran. Fang Tian government demands a ceasefire for unity. Citing our current conflict within the nation, the need for unity in the face of a foreign threat, representatives of the Fang Tian government have insisted that we sign an immediate ceasefire. I think we're a collaborator. Fuck. We weren't fast enough on this. We gotta go death or glory. You know, the Democratic stronghold, just doing a little warmongering. Are we on tanks? 200. After fighting fierce resistance and the enemies on all sides, Governor Zhao has successfully defended and reinforced Hunan's democracy from those who would rather see it destroyed. Between Tang Jiangming and the Kuomintang, balancing on the razor-thin wire was a difficult endeavor, but being the expert political operator he is, Zhao managed to thread the needle, curbing the influence of the Kuomintang through appeals to the peasant and worker, ensuring they couldn't use populist unrest as a sword against Hunan's young democracy. On the other side, Tang Jiangming and his Yuyang garrison have been expelled from Hunan, and the sword of Damocles that hung over Hunan's democracy has been shattered. While there is still room for further work, Governor Zhao's efforts have led to a wonderful expansion of people's rights and democratic traditions and of local democracy in China, a model for all federalists to follow. Hunan has solidified itself as a democratic stronghold in the heart of China. And I guess that's true. We'll decline that. I don't want to be seen as a Japanese puppet. What does this do? Max planning factor and reduction against casts. I'll take it. Seems pretty good. You guys want to like spread out or something, you know? Be cool. Probably don't want to go. Getting Nanning too, I think. All right. Look at me, guys. I'm the Federalist now. I mostly only play HOI4. I mean, I used to play a bit of Overwatch, but not so much anymore. I'll get the extra hardness and our motorized. Get some more United Front guys coming in this way. Well, this is kind of sloppy. I don't know if that was like really the right decision. Improved artillery upgrade. With the improved medium howitzer, that'll be nice for our tanks. We got a lot of rifles off that, though. We can probably train some more dudes. That was a little bit sketchy. Did a little bit of a backstab. We'll do the thorough examination of strategy. Chengdu. Okay, or they can just walk out of their capital. That's cool. I'll take it. Well, I got a lot of, I guess we can afford to flip these over to the Tsingtao now. I'll maybe put one factory on anti-air. Start building that stuff. Now we have to worry about the Japanese coming for us. Ew, that's a sloppy peace deal. Changsha is growing renown. With the recent demise of our strongest rival, most observers have shifted their attention to Zhao Hengti, and the People's Renewal Society is the most likely candidate to unite China under their banner. Foreign embassies have begun the process of switching recognition from our predecessor to our government, and our foreign ministry is confident we will soon achieve widespread international recognition. Domestically, our legitimacy has been raised, which opens up the path to uniting the country. This is a precarious position, of course, as the resolving door of Beiyang and Guangzhou leadership has shown. Being the strongest often makes one a target, not only from rival warlord cliques, but also for creditors who often seek payment for long past due loans of prior Chinese governments. It also attracts jealousy and ambition from within our own camp as the unifying force of external threats recede. Zhao Hengti would be well advised to know our triumph is hardly assured. Still, victory is well within our reach if only we would take it. Then comes the hard part. We are the most legitimate government in China. building some railroads, I guess. Make sure we garrison our ports against the Japanese. Another Constitution Day. Get enough for our first tank division here. Probably get armored trains. Probably gonna get logistic strike. I need more infantry. What do you want to put for this guy? What should we do? I can go with the harsh leader. This guy really wants to be a field marshal, though. This guy's a like brilliant strategist, I think, right? Let's maybe promote that. Promote this guy. Make you are a brilliant strategist. Oh, this guy is a little bit reckless. It's like a little bit risky. Should have probably picked up offensive doctrine. That guy. But that's okay. Need another infantry guy, which we got lots of. Thorough examination of strategy. Get the research slot, maybe. Reformed government of China. Sneaky Japanese. Acting like they got legitimacy. Let's get the division attack. So we can form the national government. And we can increase integration of Shaanxi. Yeah, we're now the Changsha federal government. Okay. We grab now. I guess we're on disperse. We get the next haul. I think it's maybe a bit. It might be a bit silly. Get engineers too. Get logistics as well. So we get our infantry upgrade. Okay, I guess I got other decisions here now too. Okay. Domestic defense industry. So we can integrate the arsenal. That gives us some extra funds. So we'll need some excavation tech to do those resource decisions, which we might want to do. That's okay for now. Need more manpower. So I guess can't really do anything about trying to justify them yet. Well, Craig 2 hasn't started yet. It's kind of late for Well Creek 2, April. Yemen has capitulated. I guess we might as well build more tanks if we're getting kind of blocked on the manpower front. Yeah, quite a ways to go on coring our territory, it looks like. Speed the game up a bit here. So we have army regrouping, infantry specialist, logistics specialist. Alright, so there's a Weltkrieg. So we can justify on. It only takes us 65 days to do that. So White Ruthenia has betrayed Germany. Pick up the bits and bobs they're kind of left around. I guess maybe we go for unification. I mean, we should probably try while their puppets are weak. We get a military factory down there, actually. Oh, we get a military factory down. You get 2 mills. Let's go for that. It's really good, obviously. We'll see if we actually take that hit. See those Japanese dogs flooding in. I don't know, we have enough. We're kind of thin on our front line. Maybe we get the war goal and we wait for the Germany stations to declare. Or they should declare on Germany station, I think, right? Get the war in the Pacific. Usually pretty soon after Well Creek 2 starts. Oh, Ukrainian People's Republic. Still in the Reichspakt team. Balkan War 5. Wow, look at that. Armenia getting work done in the middle of Turkey. Something you don't see every day. So Siamese declared on Germany stage, and they're in the Copro sphere. So that means they'll be at war with Japan. So the Germany stations will be going to war with the Japanese as well. So hopefully that'll take some pressure off of us. We can live with a deficit of 1 steel, just get our additional factory back. I guess we can start working on air. I don't know though. Air is like pretty big. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while to get there. So maybe work on production tech instead. 104 days. 150 XP. Do you want to grab another one of these guys? Let's get the more spies. Do I have a spy master? I do. Help us get some more agents to reduce resistance, which I think will help compliance growth, if I remember correctly. Now we wait to declare on these fake Chinas. Soon there will be only democracy. Smash down army reform. We're still mobilizing, so that's nice. Alright, you declare war. I gotta call our allies, right? Do I not have an offensive line? I did. I guess not. Alright, well, it's free space. Taking China back. These other Chinas don't know how to act. Well, that's a problem.
是的，长官。出发！
Let's do that. Let's get the next one of these guys. Promote another guy. Put you there instead, yeah. Nice. Gotta clean up those guys. We take those ports away from them. I'm fleeing back into their legation. Dogs. A lot of Japanese troops there. We're getting pushed pretty badly. I need to hold some river lines here instead.
是的，长官。别声。来吧，开始行动。 是的，长官。导弹攻击！是的，长官。是的，长官。出发吧！出发吧！准备！准备！ 让他们扛枪厉害！撤退！立正！一比兵！是的，长官。
There's still some backup railroads.
导弹攻击！继续前进！是的，长官。准备。是的，长官。准备！ 是的，长官。出发！严密！准备！继续前进！是的，长官。 长官，立正！准备完毕，长官。准备！出发吧！撤退！ 出发吧！
And these guys,
立正！集合！出发吧！集合！准备！出发吧！出发吧！ 集合！继续前进！出发吧！出发吧！让他们扛枪厉害！预备！继续前进！立正！是的，长
Oh, damn Japanese. Alright, well, we cleaned up over here. We can bring these guys up. Where do we want to try to push? So I guess first off, you guys can all join there. So can you guys. I'm running out of manpower as China. Yikes. Yikes. Zero manpower, so this can go to extensive. And those dogs. Guys take 6 years to get anywhere. Yikes. Sorry, maybe we should come around this way instead.
是的，长官。是的，长官。
Not looking good for artillery logistics. Bohemia government in exile. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Thanks, guys. These are mountains over here, though. That's not great. So we go back over there. Charismatic. Be innovative. Get a little innovation here. Military factory.
是的，长官。集合！我们正在撤退，长官。出发！遭到攻击！别跟！
Maybe make something over here, try and get some encirclements. What else we got here? Create the United Front. I think all the remaining Chinas are like already on my team though, so.
是的，长官。是的，长官。
We got a capitulation though, that's a little bit not great. That's also not good. Where's our tanks at? Three division kills there, though, at least. Did I miss garrisoning that? I did. It's such bullshit. They can just retreat back into Hong Kong. Oh jeez, might not be going so great for us here this game, guys. Like this is bad over here too. We got Siam gonna be fucking around with us. Like maybe backstabbing and whatnot. Maybe that was not the play. Maybe that was not the right play. That's the way it goes when you play Warlord China, though, you know. Getting close to the capital now, even. Shit, we got pushed. We got rolled, guys. All right. Well, yeah, I think that was not the play. I mean, we went for the content. Didn't quite go our way. That's Japan for you. Should have maybe not attack so early. Maybe throw some like level 1 land forts or whatever. Been a little bit smarter about our defensive line. I kind of. Yeah, tank divisions just don't go as hard as they used to back before pre-NSB, I don't think. We could have played that maybe a little bit better. We could have tried to bunker down around a couple of our provinces around our capital. But yeah, I think overall, like taking out the Feds like that dropped us like 24 divisions we would have had in the United Front, and then not going in with Feng Tian. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of a meme play, but we did it anyways. Made the attempt, didn't quite work out. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you guys next time.